Hey, so I haven't really done anything like this before, but thought it'd be fun, give it a go. I've just started doing some cooking. Not really a very good cook, and I usually burn the crap out of things. So started to try and improve my skill. So tonight I'm gonna cook a lamb casserole. Pretty easy sort of dish, I think, but I've never done it before. So can we get a crack? We'll see how we go. Alright, so this here is my dingy little kitchen. As you can see, not really all that big. I've just started by cutting up some of the meat. I've got 500 grams of lamb here. Got some onions, some other things I'm going to chuck in. So I'm going to start by just searing the beef and chucking some onions in some hot oil. So that's searing away on high. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to cut up some celery. Just see in there, one. Some celery, some mushrooms, and some carrots. And I'll take the beef out and chuck those in for 5 minutes, let them soften up a bit, and then I'm going to put the beef back in and add some stock and let it all simmer away for a couple of hours. So I finished browning the meat. There was a little bit of black smoke, which I suppose is not really ideal. There's a little bit of burning on the bottom of the pan, on the pot. But, we're going to move through that. Keep going forward. It's a bit of an experiment to me. So I'm going to chuck some veggies in now. I've cut up the mushrooms, the celery, not the mushrooms, the carrots and the celery. I've got some onions in there sizzling away now. So I'm going to chuck them in for 5 minutes. Let them just soften up a little bit. And we're going to chuck some stock in. So I've cooked the veggies up now, and they're getting a bit softer. So I'm going to add the lamb back in and going to mix in some tomato paste. I'm going to cook that for a minute, and then we're going to pour in the stock and 2 tablespoons of vinegar. And then we're going to let that sit for a little bit for about 2 hours. So I'm just going to add that now. Okay, so the lamb's back in. I've got this little sachet, I suppose, of tomato paste. Just going to add that in, give it a stir through. Apart from the burning earlier on, it's going a bit better now. Looks like it's coming along nicely. Just add that in now. Great, got it all over there. Give that a bit of a stir. Now it's supposed to cook for about a minute. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. Right. So that's cooking away nicely there. Made up my 2 cups of stock here. Just out of a tin, little powdered stock with water. I don't have my teaspoon measurements on me, so just kind of guessed a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to add the stock now. It's been going for about a minute. Add the stock and 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. So I've just got a regular tablespoon, I don't know. Probably a little bit much. But sure I can't hurt. Give that a bit of a stir in. Okay, so now I need to bring this to the boil. Doesn't say how long, I suppose for a minute or so. And then reduce the heat, cover it up and let it simmer for 2 hours. And that time I'm going to peel some potatoes. And when the time gets closer and the meat gets a bit softer, I'm going to chuck those on and serve it up with a bed of potatoes, really. Noodles or whatever. I'm actually on the doing a paleo diet at the moment, so no processed foods. So good time to learn how to cook anyway. Okay, so it's boiling away now. Give it a bit of a stir. I'm going to reduce it to, it doesn't say how much, so I guess medium to low, probably low, on the low side. I've lost the lid to this pot some time ago, so I'm just going to use this bowl. Kind of fits perfectly over the top. I don't know whether you can see or not. Yeah. So we're going to let that sit for 2 hours now. Set a timer. Oh, that's useful. It only goes up to 1 hour. Right, I'll just put it on twice. Yeah, so 2 hours. And we're going to come back and see how that looks. Hopefully it's not completely burnt to a crisp. But there's a lot of liquid in there, so should be fine. Alright, so the timer just went off and it's been roughly about 2 hours. I put some potatoes on and they're boiling away nicely now. They're getting a bit softer. They can probably go another couple of minutes. So yeah, I've come back a couple of times and checked on the casserole and stirred it around a little bit. Looks like it's going okay. Just turn the heat off now. You can see simmering away nicely there. Just check how soft the meat is. It's beautiful. Oh, that's fantastic. So I did add a little bit more water, just like not even a quarter of a cup, just because it's starting to stick to the bottom. Now it's beautiful and soft. The taste is fantastic. Potatoes are pretty much done. So give it a couple of minutes and I'll serve it up and show you how it goes. Alright, well, it's all finished now. Here we have the finished product. Laid it out on a bed of potatoes. You can also use mash, but I don't think the consistency would be quite right for what I want. So, give you a look here. It's all finished. I've got my fork. I'm ready to eat. So, we'll see how it turns out. Even after all the smoke and everything, turned out pretty well. Tastes pretty good. Well, hope you enjoyed it. Had a bit of fun making it. Probably try next time not burn so much, but still turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. And if this goes well, maybe I'll put some more photos up. Thanks. See ya.